Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates, another episode of Star Wars Battlefront 2 Top 5 Plays. As always, don't forget to get your entries in for my giveaway together with Elgato Gaming. For a chance to bag yourself a $150 capture card, all you gotta do is click that link in the description below and follow a couple of simple instructions. But now, let's dive straight into it. Starting off at the number 5 spot with Boom Jannis, with a very long-range snipe on an aerial on Geonosis. The aerial is so far away that he actually has to predict the shot quite a lot, which is something you normally don't need to do in Battlefront 2 since the shots are pretty much instant. But the only thing that would have made this clip better was if it would have hit the head. At the number 4 spot we have a gun with legs, with a pretty nice officer play on the first phase of Geonosis, being very effective at taking out all of these clones trying to cap this zone, and he's pretty close to dying a couple of times, but he makes good use of the battle command as well as rolling in and out of shields, and eventually does wipe out all of them and stopping them from capturing that objective. At the number 3 spot we have Hamati 11, whose team just won the ground phase on Capital Supremacy, so he has to get to the ship and board it, but there's a lot of enemies in between, so he takes an AAT and cuts through tons of enemies until he eventually gets close to the actual dropship, where he jumps out and takes out another couple of enemies with his trusty blasters, and then eventually he's able to board the ship. I think he takes out 12 players in total, 10 of which are real players, so he definitely took a lot of enemies with him there when he made his way to that dropship and up to the capital ship. At the number 2 spot we have Red Boy, with some very nice tricks with KENOBI in Hero Showdown. He's left in a 1 versus 2 situation with Dooku and Vader, and he makes use of a pretty clever corridor here that you can just barely run through without dying from the out of bounds timer, so you can probably see where this is going. He tricks Dooku to follow him into this out of bounds zone and then force pushes him when he's out himself, which means that Dooku actually dies out of bounds. And since Vader wasn't there to witness that, he falls for the exact same trick a couple of seconds later, as he does the same thing, runs through, Vader follows, he force pushes him, and that causes him to die from the out of bounds timer. So a very clever way to make use of the force push and out of bounds, as I highly doubt he would have been able to win that 1 versus 2 situation with just straight up lightsaber combat. At the number 1 spot we have Blaruga, with some disgusting headshots with the NT-242 on Naboo. He starts off pretty calmly here, getting a couple of really nice shots, and the clip kind of ramps up then to the point where he gets a bunch of just no-scope headshots from a pretty significant distance here, and I think he kind of gets surprised himself of how well he hit. And I like the fact that I think every kill pretty much except for maybe one in this clip is a headshot, even on people who are running and jumping. So Blaruga shows off some pretty good aim skills there, that's for sure. But that brings this video to an end. As always, a big thank you to Elgato Gaming for sponsoring this series. If you're interested in checking out their new green screen, which I just made a video on, or any of their streaming or recording products, you can find a link to that in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.